Hi, thanks for joining me through to the next phase in this accessibility learning journey. Today, you'll learn how to best structure your Foleon Docs for accessibility. We'll discuss the following: order and hierarchy of your content, how to apply the proper header rank structure, how to manage designing for visual and non-visual readers, and lastly, how to scale these considerations. An important part of the design process is to consider how we want the reader to interact with your Foleon Doc. What content in your doc is most important for your readers to engage with? Place important links and interactive elements higher up on your pages. This is a good practice because most readers, regardless of their physical or mental ability, expect important content closer to the top of the page. An easy way to test if you have important links and content high enough on the page is to navigate through your doc using the Tab key on your keyboard. Do this in preview mode and check how long it takes until you reach those links. Can you reach them easily with a few taps? Or did you have to press the Tab key countless times? In addition to organizing your content, you'll also want to make sure you have the correct language set for your target audience. Under Foleon Doc settings, you can set your doc's language. We highly recommend setting this, as it translates certain default text and ensures screen reader software will correctly interpret the content of your Foleon Doc. Speaking of screen readers, this brings us to another really important topic: how to use the proper header ranks within Foleon. Headings are crucial to giving your content structure and hierarchy, which makes it easier for screen readers and search engines to interpret your Foleon Docs. Foleon Docs are built with standard programming languages developed with accessibility in mind. Non-visual readers rely on screen readers to engage with digital content, and for screen readers to know what is an important title to read, the technology relies on reading the HTML, which is built into the features we have available to create with. To establish these ranks in your docs, you'll need to rely on the font styles in your brand. In your brand, you have 4 header styles to preset and choose from throughout your creation process. Making sure these cascade down in sequential and logical order will be key for your non-visual readers to confidently know where they are in your Foleon Docs. This experience is similar to using a GPS to help you get to a new location. Without looking at your GPS, you will rely on hearing the instructions on when your exit is approaching. Without this technology and without wayfinding signs in the natural world, it would be incredibly difficult to navigate. Here's how you should use headings in Foleon. Use H1 or header 1 only once per page for the main heading, for example, the title at the top of the page. Use header 2 or H2 for main section headings. This could be titles per block if you have multiple topics per page. Use header 3 or H3 for subheadings that will directly follow the H2. This could be per column, for example. What not to do. Don't let headers fall out of sequential order, meaning don't let an H4 come immediately after an H2 or an H1. Here's what it would look like navigating a Foleon Doc without the proper use of headers.
Skip to main content. Headings menu. Heading level 5. Power. Heading level 1. The shortest distance between 2 points. Heading level 3. It's not a straight line. Heading level 3. Happiness and product. Thanks to my new quantum state.
In this example, I hear a H3 as the second header on the page, followed by another H3. Automatically, I feel less confident in navigating this page because the header ranks are out of order. Let's go ahead and clean this up. First, let's double check that the title of the page is set to header 1. Perfect, it is. Now, let's change this subtitle from an H3 to a paragraph style, as it will follow directly after the H1 naturally and is not a new topic title. Finally, the following header is an H3 as well. Because it is a title to a subtopic on the page, it deserves the H2 rank, followed by paragraphs. If you make an outline of the copy for your Foleon Doc page in this list format, it can help you easily identify what header rank to use. Ideally, your Foleon Doc page should look something like this. Remember when we fixed the headers on our page just moments ago? Did you recall some style changes happening? Changing the applied header rank will change the size and style of your type. This is because the headers are a part of your brand settings. When you set up your centralized branding on your brand kit, there was a pre-filled style created for each header. When you switch between these header styles, they will switch to the preset assigned for that header. If you want to control the experience of your Foleon Doc for both your visual readers as well as your non-visual readers, you can rest assured knowing that changes can be made manually using the Content Studio. Let's go ahead and dress this up a bit. You can manually change the font size and font choice of any of your headers. This will override the centralized brand applied for that particular element. Now, how can you empower your team to use accessible creations? The best way is to save your accessible docs, blocks, pages, and overlays to your template manager. Let's go to our Pages overview, hovering over our page tile, and selecting the Save as Template option. Let's give this a descriptive name so the team knows what the page is for, and let's also create a category for all branded accessible pages, and hit Save. Now, every user in your account will see this category in their page template options, even if they only have access to the Content Builder. Note that it should be communicated within your team using Foleon that when accessible content is to be created using your own templates, they should refrain from changing the header ranks themselves, as this is an open option across our editors. Let's recap what we've learned. Ensure important links and content are planned to be positioned high on the page. Check that the correct language is set for the Foleon Doc. Apply the proper header rank structure to your pages. Adjust header styles manually for a better experience for both your visual and non-visual readers. And lastly, go ahead and save templates to make accessible designs scalable for your team. That's all for now. In the next video, you'll learn how to fine-tune your content with confidence. Thanks for watching.